Hi guys, welcome back. Nick Reeves here and welcome to my channel. This video we're looking at starting to build the first of two S800 wings. Links to the kit I'll put below, and as I go through the video I'll put links underneath and information as to what I'm using and where. Now this is a EPP wing designed for FPV. It's quite a complete kit, relatively cheap. I think it's about 30 quid I paid for each for these. So on the build I'm planning on using E6000. That's what a lot of people seem to use for these foamies these days. I've not used it in anger. I have done some test pieces which I'm happy with, but I think it's going to be more of a experiment than anything else. I've ordered some very long dressmaker's pins to hold it all together as it's glued, because this seems to take about 24 hours to go off properly. So they haven't arrived yet, but while I'm waiting for them to come, I'm going to start getting the carbon rods into the wings. It's the carbon strengthening rods. Excuse me. To stiffen things up, things like the elevon and the leading edge. And then once the other pins arrive, I can start getting the wings joined onto the fuselage. Whichever way around, it's got to go that way. With the carbon spars let into it. So yeah, it's going to be, that's like half of it. It's going to be quite a handy size once it's put together. So yeah, so far what I've done is I've taken all the parts. I'm still finding bits now as I'm going around, and on all mouldings like this, there's flash as they call it, just little bits where the mould, the process of actually producing these, the mould wears out at the sharp edges and the corners, so the foam can actually like leak into it and gives like an extra bit on the finished product. But it's easy enough just to go around with a very sharp knife and just trim it off. If you've ever made airfix kits or that sort of thing, you'll know what I'm on about. So yeah, that's where we are. So I shall carry on and see if I can't get some carbon spars in. Okay then guys, the carbon spars are in this first wing. This one needed a bit of persuasion to hold it in place. I don't know if the channel was not quite deep enough, or I put too much glue in or something like that, but I just got some pins in there just to hold it in place. The other three have gone in a lot easier, maybe a bit less glue. As I said, this is the first time I've used E6000 on like a moulded EPP wing like this. I think this is actually my first moulded EPP wing. Not sure. Anyway, it's gone together so far, not too bad. I don't know how long the E6000 is going to take to dry properly or cure, but I'll probably leave it 24 hours before doing any more on this. Excuse me. Yeah, it's going to be quite nice. It's going to be about yay big when it's put together. I don't actually sure what else I can do on this just now, until I'm waiting for this glue to dry. Might be able to fit up some bits onto the fuselage section. Yeah, for now, we'll call it the end of this bit, the end of this video. I'll come back in the next part and see how far we've got on with it. Remember to subscribe down the bottom corner, in this corner here. Hit the bell button to get notifications as to when I put new videos up. Also check out the Facebook group. We're now on Twitter and on Instagram, so give us a like and a follow and a tweet or whatever you call it on all of those. It's all much appreciated. But for now, I'll catch you all later.